Hi everyone, it's Raj with AUB. A selection from GRE Maths Bible. Our question reads as, a survey of N people in the town of Eros found that 50% of them prefer brandy. Another survey of 100 people in the town NG found that 60% prefer brandy. In total, 55% of all the people surveyed together prefer brandy. What is the total number of people surveyed? What is the total number of people surveyed? Let me read for you again. A survey of N people in the town of Eros found that 50% of them prefer brand E. Another survey of 100 people in the town of NG found that 60% prefer brand A. In total, 55% of all the people surveyed together prefer brand A. What is the total number of people surveyed? First, from the town of Eros, 50% people from N. That's N people. They are 50% prefer brand A from the town Eros, and from another town NG 60% from the total of 100 people from town of Eros, and people have been surveyed. 50% showed their preference towards brand A, while in another town NG 60% from 100 showed their preference towards brand A. In lump sum, 55% of overall, 55% of the total people who surveyed, 55%. How many people? From Eros, N peoples, and from NG, 100 peoples. N plus 100. From Eros, 50% of the people preferred brand A, while from another town NG, 60% from 100 preferred brand A. In total means N plus 100, N from Eros and 100 from NG. And people have been surveyed from Eros and 100% surveyed from NG town. In total number, 55% showed their preference towards brand A. 55% showed their preference towards brand A. Now we are asked to find how many people are surveyed together. Now it's simple calculation, and times, to remove percentage, divide by 100, 60% divide by 100, it's simple one. 55% divided by 100 and plus 100. 2 times it remains, or one can take direct. What is 50% of N? It is obviously N over 2. What is half 50% of N? That's no doubt N. What is 60% of 100? No doubt it's 60. What is 60% of 100? No doubt it's 60. Or one can take direct 60 of applying table of 5, 11 times 2 times 0 same, 11 over 20 and plus 100. The total from Eros and NG. By cross multiply, shift 20 here, 20 times N over 2 plus 20 times 60 is equal to 11 times N, 1100. Cancelled out. We have 10N. I have 10N plus 2 6 12, double same, 10, 20 times 60, 1200 is equal to 11N plus 1100. Okay, cool. Shift for N, solve for N, shift 10N here, it will become negative 10N, and 1100 here, it will become negative 1100. From left to right and right to left, they change the symbols. So I have 1200 minus 1100 is equal to 11 times N minus 10 times N. 1200 minus 1100, obviously 100. So 11N minus N, that's all. Value of N is 10. Value of N is 100. Value of N is 100. From the town Anja, it is given to us total number of people surveyed. Total number of people is given by town Eros and NJ. Arrows has n means n plus NJ 100. N is also 100. We have solved 100 plus 100, 200. 200 means collectively from both the towns, Arrows and Angie, 200 people have been surveyed who preferred the brand A. The brand A. So our right option in that case is option D, 200. Option D, 200. Let me explain to you again. And people, a survey of N people showed that 50% of them prefer brand A. What is half of N? It's N over 2 obviously, or one can calculate simple arithmetic, remove percent, divide by 100. And from town NGI, 100 people have been surveyed, 60% of 100, obviously it is 60. I have solved for you in order to pave the way for your understanding. In lump sum, both the survey from town Arrows and people have been surveyed. From the town NGI, total 100 people have been surveyed, and plus 100. Lump sum, both the towns collectively have 55% preference towards brand A. 55% preference towards brand A. Then I have solved for N. N over 2 plus 60. N over 2 means half of Arrows town. Total is N. Half of 50% of N is N over 2. From 100, 60%. 60% of 100 is 60. In lump sum, it is 55% of the total. Both the towns surveyed, N plus 100. Remove percent, divide by 100, apply table of 5, 11 times, 20 times. Now I'm taking cross multiply and solving for N. That N. We are not asked to find value of N. It's N. We are asked to find how many people surveyed together, collectively. From NG, 100 people. From Arrows, it's also 100 people. 100 plus 100, 200 is our right option in that case. That I have solved for you. Okay. Moving towards same explanation again in Urdu language for you. Let's see and find out. ये क्वेश्चन हमने गिरी की मैथ बाइबल से सिलेक्ट किया है. ये क्वेश्चन कहता है जी, a survey of N people in the town of Arrows found that 50% of them prefer brand A. 50% यानी कि आधे लोग N people में से Arrows town में से प्रेफर करते हैं ब्रांड A को. और another survey of 100 people, एक और सर्वे किएगा 100 पीपल्स का एक और टाउन पे नेम्ड एनजी, उसमें 60% लोगों ने 60% प्रेफर ब्रांड ए. यानी कि 50% एन से रोज टाउन से और 60% एनजी से उन्होंने प्रेफर किया ब्रांड ए को. और ये कलेक्टिवली कितना हो गया? 55% ऑफ द बोथ. 55% ऑफ द टोटल हो गया. 55% ऑफ द टोटल हो गया. तो हमें ये बताना है कि कितने पीपल्स पर सर्वे किया गया. देखें जी, एनजी से कितने थे? टोटल एन था. हाफ ऑफ एन, 50% ऑफ एन एंड 50% ऑफ एन एंड प्लस 60% ऑफ द 100 पीपल. ये अरोज में एम पीपल पर सर्वे किया गया. उसके 50% ने प्रेफरेंस दिखाई ए के लिए, ब्रांड ए के लिए, और 100 में से 60% ने प्रेफरेंस दिखाई ब्रांड ए के लिए. और ये टोटल दोनों टाउन्स को मिला के सर्वे हो गया. 55% लोगों ने लमसम में प्रेफरेंस दिखाई ब्रांड ए के लिए. 55% ऑफ द टोटल